All right, we're back to draw a charcoal owl. So this is something that we're going to be drawing. I'll put it to the side so we can draw one. I'm using vine charcoal, which is just a burnt piece of wood charcoal that you can buy at any craft store, or you can use a black pastel, or you can just use a piece of charcoal out of your cold firewood pile, maybe your fireplace. So we're going to start with this little owl drawing. I'm going to lightly draw the letter C on this side, and on the other side of it I'm going to come right next to it and have a little dip in the middle and come around. So this is going to be my owl face, and this is the little peak in its face. Okay, so that's going to be our face. Now we're going to figure out where the rest of our owl shape is going to be. So I'm going to come from the top, come right around, just bring my body down like that. And then on the other side, we'll just come around. I'll kind of go off the page a little bit. So now we have where our owl is going to live. So now let's figure out where our moon's going to be. So somewhere up here in this corner, I'm going to draw a circle. You can just draw a circle, or you can draw the letter C and then a backwards C and kind of circle that around for a moon. And then I'm going to take my charcoal and kind of put it on edge, and I'm just going to scribble in the sky. I'm not coloring it all in perfectly. I'm just trying to get some of this charcoal material on my background where I know that my sky is going to be dark. The fun scribble part. I'll put my charcoal down. I'll use my magic blending finger. I use my pointer finger. You can use whatever you want. And I'm just going to rub that whole sky, and everything will be dark, darker than the owl. And that'll be our night sky. If you get into your moon, that's okay. Go around your moon, come next to your owl. I just really want a nice blended background. Okay, so then we know where our sky is and we know where our owl is. Let's go ahead and find where our eyes and our beak's gonna go. So straight down, we can draw a little line straight down from the middle of that peak where our face is, and then we'll put a little triangle. This is going to be our beak. So straight down, it's like an arrow. And then to one side of the arrow, up here, we're going to draw eye. So kind of a circle shape. And then we'll put a little kind of eyebrow curve there. And we'll bring the beak and connect it to the eye. So something like that. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So figure out where you want your eye. Curve it around, bring it to your beak, something like that. And then where's your owl going to look? You can put some dark parts. Maybe my owl is kind of looking at the moon. So I'm going to put my darker part of my eye kind of gazing up that way. All right. So now we have our face, and the moon is our light in this picture. So this side's going to be the lightest, this side's going to be the darkest. So we're going to use our charcoal and just kind of add some dark lines on this side in particular, underneath our face. This is where we're kind of starting to put some shadow lines in. Something about like that. So you want dark on this side and on top of the head, and then on this side of the face. We'll use our blending finger. We're just gonna kind of soften that side. Come around. So this side of the face, and you can just kind of bring it down. Now I have a bunch of charcoal on my finger, and I'm just gonna use the charcoal on my finger because I think I have enough, and smudge in some on this side of the face. This is like the wider part of the face, but it's still got some shadow. So we have darker side. This side of the beak's also going to be darker, so we'll shade in half of the beak. And then we need to add some kind of feathery texture. So on this side, we'll just kind of make little dashes, just pulling, making it look soft and fluffy. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And then we can go ahead and add some feather texture down here. I'm using kind of the wider side of my charcoal, and I'm just gonna kind of randomly put some feathers in here. Maybe a little, try to maybe curve it with that curved line. All right, you can kind of soften up this face part too. Touch up anything you might have lost. And then, so we have feathers, we have shading on our owl. Our moon, we can add a little shadow too. So maybe add some little dark spots in your moon. You can just kind of blend those, the craters of the moon. And then we're gonna switch to the eraser. And the moon's glowing, right? But it doesn't really look like that because our area is so blended. So we can actually go around our moon with an eraser. And I'm just gonna make swirly lines. And then it looks like our moon's glowing. Isn't that cool? So we have a glowing moon. You can radiate them out as far as you want. And then I'm just gonna kind of make some little stars. So I'm erasing random little parts of my night sky to be my stars. This is a very soft charcoal drawing. If you used a darker charcoal, you might have more contrast. But that's pretty much it. You have a little charcoal owl and messy hands. So that means you had fun doing art. Thank you so much.